Okay. What is up, nerds? My name is Travis, and this is Wonder Nerd. Let's talk about Facts of Life. The Facts of Life was a sitcom that aired on NBC. It premiered August 24th, 1979, and ended on May 7th, 1988, making it one of the longest-running sitcoms since in the 1980s. The series was a spin-off of Diff'rent Strokes. It followed Edna Garrett, who moved off to Eastland School for Girls to become a house mother. The show is pretty simple. It followed 4 walking stereotypes. You had Blair, played by Lisa Whelchel, the blonde, pretty, rich girl obsessed with her looks. You had Joe, played by Nancy McKeon, the tough, motorcycle-riding tomboy, and my personal favorite. You had Natalie, played by Mindy Cohn, the nerdy, sort of overweight girl, and my other personal favorite. And Tootie, played by Kim Fields, the token black girl who liked to rollerblade. Yeah. Now, just like with Full House, The Facts of Life was one of my favorite shows growing up. I used to watch it all the time. But, did you know it had a movie? Really? Oh yes, not just any movie, a made-for-TV reunion movie. The Facts of Life reunion movie aired on ABC November 18th, 2001, and it featured all the girls returning except for Nancy McKeon, who was busy shooting another show at the time. Reunion movies were a huge deal around this time. The Facts of Life did it, Growing Pains did it, and the Dukes of Hazzard did it. Several times. This special follows the girls coming back to their old school for a reunion. Well, isn't it obvious? Blair runs a series of small hotels with her husband, who's also named Warner, which I always thought was a little weird. Tootie now goes by Dorothy and is a talk show host and a mother. Good for her. Natalie is now a news anchor and has 2 men fawning after her. Her hunky cameraman and a nerdy yet charming producer. So good for her too. Now, there's sort of a lot of plots going on in this episode. A lot of different storylines. Well, one, you have Natalie having to choose between her hunky cameraman and doofy yet adorable assistant or producer, who they both inexplicably happen to stay in the same hotel room. Here's a hint, she ends up with a hunky cameraman. You have Tootie wanting to leave her talk show and get back into acting. Also, she's trying to save a theater. The kids get in trouble for breaking and entering with the bellboy. Blair thinks her husband is cheating on her, but he's just helping needy kids. Ugh. And there's this running gag with Miss Garrett's son, who is now the manager of the hotel they're staying at, where he has to fix every broken thing in the hotel, and he ends up ruining it hilariously each time. Haha. Now, this show is mired in cheese. Like, there's just an abundance of cheese. Like, extra cheese. I mean, at one point, the characters actually start saying the words to the theme song. You take the good, you take the bad. Ugh. But I love cheese, and I love this special. Yeah, it's dopey and dumb sometimes, and the plot's all over the place, and the characters are, characters we've seen before. But then again, the characters are characters we've seen before. We grew up with them. We know them. We know their stories, and it's nice to see it continued. On a scale of good movie, bad movie, I'd say it's somewhere in the middle. It's more of a guilty pleasure, really. Well, anyway, that's it for me, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and I will see you guys next Friday with an all-new video. See ya.